All right, I'm gonna have to turn off the comments on this one because people are like to post rude comments when I talk about this. But I'm gonna get this story out. The reason why I'm 100% P&T disabled veteran on SSDI combined 5,500 a month tax free for life. They sexually assaulted me 4 times in 2 years. That's the reason for it. They violated my rights like you wouldn't believe. Then they kicked me out of the army. They give me a personality disorder discharge without a diagnosis. Give me an RE4 code. Couldn't re-enlist when they did this to me. They took my whole job from me, destroyed my life, tossed me into the street. I get on the next job at the security company, and that's why I got sexually assaulted 2, 3, 4 times and propositioned by my boss that hired me at a different job. This is two different people, two different jobs in a span of about 2 years, 2003 to 2005, worsening my PTSD. My full diagnosis is PTSD with depression and somatic flashbacks. I will never work again, ever. I'm also on SSDI. You can't have a job and do SSDI. Period. Um, and my money is sufficient enough to where I don't have to lift a finger to do anything for anybody. My veterans disability check covers 100% of the bills by itself. The rest is extra. But they owe me everything for how badly they violated me. Um, I will never forgive these people, ever, as long as I live, ever. Um, they completely and utterly violated my rights, and then some. Um, that's the reason for the martial arts. I got 2 black belts in 2 styles. Currently working on my 3rd black belt. Yeah, I started in 1997 before the army, but I got back into martial arts. Got my got my first black belt after the sexual assaults. Got black belt 2 10 years later. Now I'm working on black belt 3 in conjunction with black belt ranks with style 2, training under 2 grandmasters at the same time. Ultimate goal is to be a taekwondo master by age 52 in less than 10 years. I will never work for my master. I'll just be a I'll just be under my master. I already have paychecks for the rest of my life. I don't need to do anything. I had to reject his job proposal. He actually offered me a job, and I had to politely decline it and tell him I'm on disability pay, and let him know. I finally had to let the cat out of the bag and explain to him I'm on disability pay and I cannot work at all, and I cannot take that job. So, but he did offer it to me. But but I, so I'm there as a student. They destroyed my life. Uh, the Veterans Affairs is paying the price for it. They had no right to touch me whatsoever. The yelling and screaming at me was one thing, but you motherfuckers crossed the line when you decided to put your hands on me. And on top of that, I was a virgin. I had my whole life planned out. I was planning to get the correct woman, and I get hit on by both genders. When I shave this beard off and cut my hair, you'll see what I look like soon. This beard and this hair is getting chopped off here pretty soon. I look really young. I'm 45, but I look like I'm 25 with all this stuff gone. And I looked even younger when I was 25, 23, 25, and in shape on top of that. So getting hit on by both genders is a normal thing for me, except these two dudes decided to cross the fucking line. That's what I have a fucking problem with. I don't have a problem with men that like men. It's just don't touch me. That's all I gotta say. But they fucking crossed the line, and they personally didn't get punished. But like I said, the Veterans Affairs got held accountable by my lawyer and the judge because you're directly responsible for all of it. You should have never removed me from the army in the manner that you did. You didn't get me help. You didn't. like nothing, like just like administrative separation. That's what you do. You commit felonies against your service members and then administratively separate them. That's what you do. Yeah, that's the reason why, one of the reasons why my depression kicked in and my PTSD worsened, because I had my whole life planned out with them. Like, you took all of that from me for stuff that wasn't my fault. But that's why they're paying the price. That's the reason why I earned my compensation, because you took a job from me and then you injured me for the rest of my life on top of that. Yeah, that's why the compensation is there for when they do shit like this. I'm out of here.